Good morning, Lincoln, and hello, hunters. Are you interested in clips like this? What about the story? Or are you just interested in talking to people who also love to talk about love and deep space? If you are, I do stream every Tuesday at noon PST and would love to see you guys there. Or, if you haven't already, please consider liking and subscribing to the channel. It would be a lot of fun. Anyways, I hope that you have a good time, enjoy the clip, and as always, stay safe out there, hunters. Alright, I believe we can just go ahead and get started on this. We're starting from number 1. Now I know the other stream has half of number 1, but because of how it ended, couldn't make it Tuesday stream. Hi Montoya, make a Tuesday stream as it was also again hack day. Oh, okay. No, that's okay. You know what? Genshin Impact polls, way more important. I get it. That's okay, because you didn't miss much. Anything you missed, you can watch on video, but the actual story was cut in half because of my internet problems, so TV was searching for my phone to go. That's okay. Oh, so you heard my ramblings. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get started. All the volume and everything should be back to normal. We're back to square one with everything. Hopefully the next stream though will be done up pretty good, so we'll see. Oh my gosh, look at the quality. Crows eat peanuts. They do eat peanuts. I looked it up. They actually eat a lot of things. They are scavengers, so. Jewelry, luxury homes, connections. The wealth Maxwell has accumulated extends beyond mere money. According to insiders, Maxwell, who made a name for himself, possesses exceptional jewelry appraisal skills ever since he was young. The banquet he's preparing for his wedding anniversary this year will be held on a private island, and invitees are wealthy celebrities. It'll be hard to get close to someone like him. Besides, this person is already on the association's watch list. Hope some of his dough passes you by. Peanuts failed. Try jumps. I tried a I have a quarter on my balcony too, because I'm hoping maybe one day they'll take something shiny too. Looks like I'll have to tap into my precious connections to complete this mission. Yeah, we're just gonna start from the beginning again. The villa on the bay quietly sits in the cool, salty sea air. Welcoming my arrival, the familiar iron gate is half open as always. I need to remind him that his habit of leaving the door open should be broken. Might as well get it all in one fell swoop. It'll go fast. I close the door behind me and head to Rafayel's studio.
Don't get me wrong. It looks so much better. But your position still isn't visually appealing.
There's another person here? That's rare. The wind blows open another door before I can reach it, and the sound of waves resounding inside the house rushes to greet me. In front of the large floor-to-ceiling window, an unusual figure swings their arms as they're bathed in sunlight. Rafayel? Oh my gosh, look at the quality of his outfit. So much better. Rafayel, dressed in formal clothes, turns around, A smile appears on his face as he places his right hand on his chest and bows.
Welcome, my esteemed guest. Please, take a seat.
He points to a cushioned high-back chair by the small dining table next to him. With his gaze, he urges me to sit. When you mentioned a concert, you were talking about this? It's happening now?
Of course.
Sunlight washes over the chair. A cup of tea sits on the edge of the table, and a dark red plush carpet covers the floor. He put a lot of thought into preparing this. He's not messing around.
Since the audience is here, the concert can officially begin.
I can't help but let my gaze fall on the thin paintbrush in Rafayel's hand.
Watch closely. This isn't just any paintbrush. It's...
Rafayel slightly lifts his chin to create suspense. Then he turns back to the floor-to-ceiling window. He holds the paintbrush and poses. If I'm not mistaken, that's the pose of a conductor does.
Is everyone ready?
I look around the room again. I'm the only one here. Even if we count the beach, only a few seagulls are perched nearby. They're preening their feathers.
Cookies.
The seagulls on the beach suddenly turn their head towards Rafayel. They stretch their necks and squawk loudly. Hold on.
There's no time. Lemons.
I like how he says there's no time. The joyful cries of the seagulls immediately change at the same time. They hit a difficult high-pitched note and hold it for a while. The cool sea breeze lifts the hem of his suit and blends with the wonderful warm sunlight to create a relaxing, refreshing experience. Rafayel's pose is simple yet subtly expressive. His eyes are half closed, and he's engrossed in the melodious tone. Hi. Sure, I can try to give you some advice. Assuming this is a mime performance, it's perfect in terms of being a concert. It's a shame I can't meet the world. Same MC, honestly. Before the seagull's maddening cries overwhelm my mind, I go to the window and set down a plate of cookies and lemons. Okay, the cookies is one thing, but why the lemons? Like, I don't think birds would like lemons. Or am I mistaken? The rhythmic cries stop. Seagulls fly in to snatch the food before scattering. They're satisfied.
Excuse me.
Yes, please pout some more, Rafayel. Rafayel watches the seagulls disband. He reluctantly puts down his paintbrush.
Not only did you interrupt the conductor, but you also fed the orchestra during a concert. I've never met an audience member as audacious as you.
Weren't these supposed to be bribes for the seagulls so they stay quiet?
Okay, I guess that was pretty obvious.
Tell me to bring noise-canceling headphones next time. Rafayel points to the earbuds, headphones, and pillow on the sofa.
I think it's pretty clear how I've spent these past few days. These seagulls are so noisy that I can't get anything done, you know. If I don't find a way to discipline them soon, I'll have to resort to drastic measures.
The seagulls finish the food on the plate and flap their wings. They fly towards the azure ocean.
Well, a hasty curtain call is to be expected for a seagull performance.
Story-wise, I'm only just past this point. But of these three breakfast pass, this one is by far my favorite. This one is really good. There's something very charming about Rafayel and just how he is in general. Also, don't know how long I'll be able to stay. Hopefully the whole stream. Hopefully the whole stream. It's not going to be a very long stream. It's just to make up for less time.
The weather's so nice today. Do I have the honor of inviting you to afternoon tea since the concert's over?
Yes, you do. Twirling the paintbrush in his hand, Raphael walks to a small dining table. He lifts the tablecloth with the paintbrush handle.
I was planning to surprise you when it ended, but I suppose my plans can never keep up with you.
Oh, don't worry, Nina. I appreciate you wanting to, though, and it does make me happy that you want to take the time to do that. Was the concert only the beginning? Is this the real reason why you invited me over?
No.
The aroma of food lingers in the air as Raphael pours me a cup of hot tea. His gaze implies there's more that meets the eye as it's reflected in the drink's ripples.
I heard some rumors, and even if I didn't invite you, you'd probably find me of your own accord.
I mean, it's almost like we're bonded. Weird. Looks like the sea breeze is good at carrying news.
Since you left the N109 zone, certain eyes that lurk in the shadows are waiting for the play's next act. Problems keep coming up. I'm not sure which one you'll deal with first, though. So, I'll take the initiative and offer you a reward of your choice.
The rare display of honesty and underlying assertiveness catches me off guard. He's already in control of the conversation. One thing I do enjoy with Raphael, and something that I've enjoyed in story building anyways, is when people use plays as references for, like, monologues. It happens a lot in video games, and it's something I have always really enjoyed. So it's something about Raphael that I really like. I swallow my food. After contemplating my choices, I pick up my cup and extend it towards him with a question. Why don't you be even more honest? Is there something that needs my immediate attention?
Not necessarily, but it is something only you can do.
Me?
Yes, only you.
The corner of Raphael's mouth curls up. As we clink glasses, his expression carries a hint of determination. I know this matter is anything but ordinary for him and me.
Breaking the shackles of time requires patience. As they say, haste makes waste. Let's talk about your issue first, yeah?
Okay. Number 2. Let's go. Also, I know I said this last stream, but I'm going to re-say it again since this is going to actually go up as a video. I really want us to be able to go into the guys' bedroom, and I really hope they decide to bring nap time, because look at this place. This is like an artist. Well, of course, Raphael's whole like studio is like an artist's dream, but this bedroom is absolutely gorgeous. The well-known tycoon, Maxwell, is on the association's watch list for suspected involvement in illegal Protocore smuggling. At the last auction he attended, he bought a set of jewelry that wasn't top tier for a high price, and claimed it was for his wedding anniversary. Would a wealthy entrepreneur skilled in jewelry appraisal make such a mistake? Another game. Night and Light has this. Oh, does it? I saw that MLQC has like a napping option too, so You know, who knows?
Based on our intel, the Association
Jenna!
suspects this was an illegal Protocore transaction disguised as a jewelry auction. And when we look at the price, if it's really related to Protocores, it must be no ordinary type.
In other words, an Aether Core might be hidden in that jewelry.
We don't have any conclusive evidence at the moment, so we can't confiscate his assets. You'll have to do an undercover investigation.
Oh no, you mean I have to be a spy? Ugh, this is the worst timeline. Yes, Captain. Maxwell plans to give the jewelry to his wife at the banquet. If I attend, I might be able to inspect it. Of course they decided to take the garbage out right now. Oh, really? That's cool. I really want different locations instead of being cooped up in the cafe. I really hope that that's something that they start implementing soon, is the different again. Not again. Oh, man. As for getting my hands on an invitation from a tycoon, only you can do this, Rafayel.
I know. Your eyes already acknowledged how wonderful I am the moment you walked through that door.
God.
You don't need to butter me up even more.
If he said that to me in real life, I would tell him to leave, but also I would have a huge smile on my face because I kind of like how, like, I don't know, into himself he is. Not into himself, but how confident he is. I'd love to chill in Raph's room. Seriously, look at it. It's gorgeous. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I turned on the background depth of field, and it looks so cool. Rafayel leaves the changing room with his hands behind his back. Anticipation builds with each step he takes. What about the invitation?
Didn't I say I'd present you with a reward of your choice? Here you go.
Thank you. A shadow falls in front of me. Rafayel covers my face with one hand and ties something in the back of my head with the other. I raise my hand and touch the smooth surface. The object is sort of firm. Rafayel wraps an arm around my shoulder and leads me to the mirror. Could be on my side, but the game volume is quieter than you. No, that's perfect. Thanks for letting me know. Let's see if we can adjust that. Bring this up a little bit. Okay, we'll see how that works out. Thanks for letting me know, Nina. Let me know if it's too loud or you can't hear me or whatever. Can make adjustments as we go. I raise my hand to touch the smooth surface. The object is sort of firm. Rafayel wraps a mirror. Okay. Mask for a masquerade.
And the invitation to Maxwell's private banquet.
Rafayel stands behind me. He appears to be dissatisfied with how the mask is positioned. While talking, he undoes the knot and reties it.
Maxwell and his wife Gabriella met at a masquerade ball.
I feel like Raph is super great at hiding his insecurities with being very confident and extroverted. I totally 100% agree with that, actually.
The theme of their wedding anniversary is reliving the moment. Guests will wear customized masks as part of his commemorative gift.
It sounds like he really loves his wife. Awesome. Thanks, Nina. But these masks are custom made, so they must represent its wearer's identity, right?
Yup, your clothes and jewelry are ready too. Now's the perfect time to get acquainted with your new identity.
I glance at my reflection in the mirror. I notice Rafayel's somewhat exaggerated formal attire that suits a masquerade. So you're not an artist. I'm curious about the new relationship you've set up for us. Mischievous, Rafayel winks at me as I'm looking at my reflection in the mirror.
A new, talented opera singer who's accompanied by a dedicated manager, bodyguard, and assistant.
Which one of us is the opera singer?
I'm definitely not your manager, bodyguard, or assistant. I never accept side gigs.
Of course not. I agree, and I think we need more dance scenes. I'm just saying, more dance scenes. They gave us one with Silas. 3 days later, on a luxurious yacht, the banquet is in full swing. Melodious music accompanies the event. I quietly touch the back of my head. The mask is on my face, and the strap shows no sign of becoming loose. I love how MC doesn't question how he knew her dress size. She doesn't ever question it. All of the boys have her dress size. Silas provides her with a dress during their banquet too. Like, how? Why? That's an excellent point. I didn't realize it before, but now you have a point. I definitely. With a champagne glass in hand, I stand behind Rafayel. I occasionally pretend to take a sip as I observe the people around us.
Why are you so far away?
I love the Phantom of the Opera, like, one-eye mask, though. I'm a huge fan. Rafayel, who's also wearing a mask, turns around and looks at the distance between us with some confusion. He gestures for me to move closer.
Your clothes and mannerisms are your face in a banquet like this, which means they're under everyone's scrutiny. So, people are gonna think I brought an assassin with me when you stand over there like that.
I mouth, "This is the distance a bodyguard should be at," to Rafayel. Oh, look at that sad face. Resigned, Rafayel lowers his head and walks over to stand beside me.
Then switch your role to manager so we can be near each other. Besides, when you first became my bodyguard, you weren't this meticulous about keeping your distance.
Just as Raph is about to say something, a man wearing a jester mask walks over to us. My intuition as a bodyguard makes me step forward to protect Rafayel, who's behind me.
He's just here to talk. You don't need to be on high alert.
I nod and step aside. Standing next to Rafayel, I watch as Rafayel starts a conversation with him.
Your bodyguard is competent.
Thanks? Was that a compliment, or was he being kind of like me? Smiling, Rafayel looks at me.
Being modest would be a disservice to her. Having her around is the best thing that's happened to me.
Oh gosh, thanks, Raph. Ever since he's boarded the yacht, Rafayel's speech and enunciation have changed. His gestures are also more exaggerated than usual. It's like he's a real opera singer.
Interesting. Maxwell made this mask and brooch for Yosef. He should be over 70 right now. But you sound like a young man.
Here we go. I feel a little on edge, but my expression remains calm as I take the wine glass from Raphael's hand.
Are you saying that 70-year-old Yosef should disregard his health and attend in person?
Youngsters like yourself are very sharp-tongued. While Yosef and I were drinking tea and playing chess, you were probably having fun somewhere else.
Judging by your attitude, you must be an old friend of his, good sir. Has he not taken the time to share some of his insight with you? For example, how does a person avoid becoming an annoying old man?
Watch your tongue. Did Maxwell actually allow someone like you to attend this banquet?
I love how quick-tongued Raphael is, though. He does look really good in this outfit, though. I think Montoya said it last time, but his opera outfit is pretty good on him. On the hold of the ship, the crisp sound of clinking glasses captures everyone's attention. A middle-aged man wearing a dark purple velvet suit stands up with a glass of wine. His smile is barely concealed under his mask.
I'd like to thank everyone for attending this banquet. Tomorrow is my 40th wedding anniversary with Gabriella. The yacht will arrive at the island where the event will be held.
Upon seeing the host, the gesture reluctantly closes his mouth. He angrily glares at Rafayel before walking away. Rafayel adjusts his mask and discreetly curls fingers at his side. He's beckoning me. Once I'm next to him, we start quietly talking to each other. Is it time for Plan B?
Yeah, remember to act natural. Leave the dramatic parts to me.
I can think of an outfit he has. Oh, yeah, no, seriously. Raphael, all of his outfits are pretty good. I really like his artist outfit too. But I think I'm gonna have to agree with you, Kachik. Most of his outfits for Raphael are pretty good. Because there's a few outfits on the other guys where I put them in it, and I'm like, I don't really like this outfit. But I don't think that's the case for Raphael.
All of you have probably heard about my gift for Gabriella.
Maxwell gestures to the cabin, and everyone's gaze shift. A tall bodyguard leaves the cabin while holding a jewelry box adorned with an intricate floral pattern. Following Maxwell's direction, the bodyguard places the jewelry box on a display that's been specifically crafted for it. It's located at the front of the banquet hall. Bathed in meticulously placed lighting, accompanied by perfect angles and colors, the jewelry resembles a solidified, dark blue, tranquil ocean. You've banned Silas from some. I think more recently the one I don't like for Silas is, or I don't care for it, is the one with the red coat. Like the nice one with the red coat. I think it's like a turtleneck underneath. Not my favorite. This might be a good chance to get a closer look.
You also must have heard about the people who claim my old eyes are failing me, and I can't tell what a real treasure is anymore.
As Maxwell lightly joked about himself, everyone joined in with a good-natured laugh.
When the official banquet begins, I will let everyone know that its true value is far beyond the money I've spent.
It must be the perfect piece of jewelry for Gabriella, since he spent so much money on it.
I heard it compliments Gabriella's eyes. Maybe that's the reason.
I hear the guests' conversations around me. Recalling Maxwell's files, I shake my head. Raphael understands the meaning behind my gaze and follows me.
You can't wait to get closer to Maxwell.
He's annoying. The jester follows us, and his unabashedly rude remark catches Maxwell's attention.
What's going on?
As soon as Maxwell walks away from the display, the bodyguard carefully closes the jewelry box, picks it up, and leaves the way he came. Rafayel and I exchange a glance and decide to stay still for now.
This is good. Maxwell, would you kindly introduce this young man? Who's this young man wearing Yosef's family brooch? He's strutting around like he's some kind of VIP.
Careful. Jealousy doesn't suit you. Sir, please keep your distance from my employer.
What are you talking about? People like you can't even dream of talking to me.
Hold me back, Raph. Hold me back. Raphael, seemingly unfazed, bows towards Maxwell and lowers his head with an air of grace. Maybe if someone else did it, it would seem pretentious, but his gestures only bring to mind phrases such as an elegant gentleman.
It's been a while, Maxwell. Allow me to greet you on behalf of my uncle.
Oh, Yes, of course. Allow me to introduce you. This is Yosef's distant nephew. You should listen to him perform. He's truly an opera star in the making.
Really? Why haven't I heard about Yosef's opera-singing nephew?
Why are you asking about that? Do you even know all his legitimate and illegitimate children? Have you met them? Or even held them, for that matter? It's almost like you know more about my family than I do.
The jester guy is giving off, I think I'm better than everybody else, but no one really knows who I am. He walks into the store and he's like, do you know who I am? And everyone's like, no, we don't. The jester is taken aback. He's about to speak when Maxwell interrupts him with a cough.
Indeed. Why must a person meddle in another family's affairs? You should work on that nasty temper of yours.
Understanding the implications of Maxwell's words, the jester presses his lips into a thin line and mutters under his breath. He's somewhat displeased. Somewhat? MC, what are you talking about? He's really displeased.
That explains why you're so arrogant. You're an illegitimate child.
I sense a bit of projection. Annoyed, Raphael puts on a stern expression. I position myself between him and the jester.
All right, young man. There's no need to get so worked up. I just heard your bodyguard threatening an elder. That's not right.
Sorry, I can't do anything about that. My bodyguard, who's also my manager, has a bad temper, especially when it comes to people offending me. I can't just ask her to stop being so protective of me, can I?
Maxwell raises an eyebrow before understanding the situation. One of these people that wishes they were important, truly powerful people don't need to flaunt it. Exactly!
Ah, youth. For my sake, why don't you all calm down? The night is still young. There's no need to waste it on trivial matters.
Raphael scoffs, but he immediately quiets down after I pat his back. Then nods at Maxwell.
Now that the misunderstanding's been cleared up, I'd be happy to extend this courtesy to you. Let's head back and rest for a bit.
Raphael offers his elbow to me. Once I place my hand on his arm, he escorts me out of the banquet hall like a performer leaving the stage. Raphael heads to a secluded spot. He slows down, leans towards me, and exhales.
Acting is so exhausting.
Rich people have weird hobbies.
But thanks to him, no one will question us. It should be smooth sailing for our future operations from here on out.
It's a shame the script changed from nephew to illegitimate child. There shouldn't be any problems, right?
The old man has countless illegitimate children. No one would bat an eye if word got out. At best, we'll get a few more disdainful looks.
That's good. We won't even see it as someone rolling their eyes at us with these masks.
Yeah, it's perfect.
It's perfect. It's the perfect plan. Until it's not anymore. Alright, number 4. I love this song so much. This is one of my favorite musics. Oops. There we go. I wasn't sorry. I wasn't able to get close to the jewelry, so I didn't sense anything unusual. My hair hides the strap at the back of my head. Seeing me struggle to find it, Rafayel helps me untie it. I can't help but rub my face the moment the mask comes off. It feels a little stiff.
Your target this time is
Hi,
jewelry?
Deepspace. I fiddle with my mask, his palm and slender fingers making it look delicate. What about you? Is pretending to be your manager, bodyguard, and assistant as far as my help goes? He gazes out at the ocean, his exposed half face showing a pensive expression.
Don't worry. I'll tell you everything when the time comes. I'm not saying anything now because I'm worried the info dump will overload your brain.
What is that supposed to mean? Rude? Now I'm even more curious.
Surely you have other questions besides what I'm actually after. Why not ask a simple one?
You're wearing a disguise for a reason. Are you hiding from the people who posted your bounty on the dark web?
It's part of the reason, yeah. But I have other enemies.
Other enemies? They're also on this ship?
They're also on this ship.
I like how he answered that question. I expected as much, but I still let out a soft sigh. Why do I always feel like you're dragging me into trouble?
Don't worry about it. Considering how strong you are, no one can beat you in a fist fight.
Thanks. I mean, at least it wasn't a backhanded compliment like he normally does. I knew it. Nothing is ever simple when you need me. I knew it. Nothing is ever simple when you need me to be involved. Rafayel keeps smiling. He lifts my right hand and gently presses it against his cheek. It's a gesture of gentlemanly courtesy.
I guess I should apologize, huh? But I have a feeling that's not what you want right now.
What do I want, Raf? His mask has more decorations than mine. Its rough, uneven texture creates an illusion of warmth as it's caressed. My fingers trace the edge of the mask and descend to his jawline. I almost touch his skin. Can you guess what I want?
A mission that won't let the night go to waste?
Absolutely. My hand lands on Rafayel's wrist, and I pull him towards me. Correct. I'll wait until the dead of night to pull off the grand heist. Want to be my partner in crime? The mask's frozen smile is brimming with the vitality Rafayel has infused into it. It almost comes to life as its wearer gazes at me.
The sea at night is the perfect stage for a magnificent performance. I'm honored I get to share it with you.
Thanks, Raf. I'm honored I get to share it with you also. All right, time for Operation Take Back the Jewelry and Send It Back to the Association. And yes, that is the entire title of it. While the guards change shifts, the corridor is empty. It's the perfect time to start our mission. I already know the yacht's map by heart. I carefully push open the door and bring Rafayel with me. Take a left at 3594. Go up the stairs and then take another left before walking to 4136. Go through the side door and cross the terrace. That's how we reach the security room.
Are you sure we won't get caught by the patrolling guards?
Of course. Don't forget, I'm not doing this by myself. I adjust my earring, or rather, it's a small communication device designed as an earring. The guard's schedules, patrol routes, and vault passcode are all in this.
Your association is truly a gathering of hidden talents.
Thanks. I'll make sure I send that compliment to Simone. Hurry up. The passcode changes every 10 minutes. It'll be tough if we miss our chance. We arrive at the terrace on the 4th floor smoothly. It's not long until the vault's location appears within my line of sight. There are guards on patrol. We have to distract them. By not burning down
That's
the yacht,
easy.
Rafayel,
We just
no.
need an encore.
No, Raf, no. A small flame flickers in his fingertips. I nod. You're so good at this. How many people have you scared with that trick?
Who asked me to be her partner in crime?
Me, yes. The communication device beeps. The passcode has been successfully deciphered. I gesture to Raf. He nods, and a tiny hello? I was still reading that? I gesture to Raf. He nods, and a tiny flame materializes.
You're a good man, Maxwell. Spending a fortune just to make your wife smile.
I appreciate how Raf always trusts she's strong enough to take care of herself. Like the fistfight comment and win. That's one thing that I like about most of the guys. I think Raf is a good example of it, though, where he sort of he might give her kind of a backhand compliment, but he definitely 100% trusts her to be strong enough to take on a fight.
My small gift pales in comparison to your company's wealth and power.
Why is Maxwell here?
Here.
The sound of laughter gets closer. Rafayel opens the hatch in the corner of the floor and pulls me down. The door silently closes and our surroundings darken. Oh no! We're in a cramped area with Rafayel. A cramped, dark area with Rafayel. This is the absolute worst situation we could possibly be in. Oh my gosh, they have to use this music too. The space below the deck is cramped and small. With the faint light from the automatic emergency light, I can barely make out the piles of items. Concerned that any noise would alert Maxwell and the others, Rafayel and I have to stay close together and not move.
What's wrong?
Your hand, it's poking me. He hesitates before moving his hand aside and resting it on the clutter behind me. Oh no, I'm caged in by him. Ah! As if he's trying to wrap his arms around my waist.
Better.
Yes. Against the hazy light, his figure is hard to discern, but the depths of his gaze are front and center, profound as the ocean itself. I force myself to look away and focus on the commotion above us.
Originally wanted to attend, but he couldn't leave. He asked us to send you and your wife his regards.
You're too kind.
Can these people, talk about their everyday lives somewhere else? Is the passcode about to change?
It's okay. We still have at least 7 or 8 minutes. Let's wait.
But aren't you uncomfortable?
Of course I am, I say in my heart. Curled up in front of Rafayel, I can't stretch my limbs. They're starting to feel numb. To make matters worse, a strand of hair falls across my face. It's almost in my eyes. I try to blow it away, but it doesn't do anything. Raphael's bangs slightly sway instead.
Let me help.
He raises his hand and moves it towards my cheek. However, his elbow hits the deck. Luckily, the people on the deck are still chatting and laughing. They don't hear us. I'm fine, I can deal with it. I try to suppress the strange feeling of hair on my face, but the more I try and ignore it, the more I focus on it. After a few moments, tears well up in my eyes. My vision starts to blur.
Don't move. He lowers his head. Suddenly, I can see him in a much greater detail. He's so close that his eyelashes almost brush against my cheek. Accompanied by a faint warmth of his breath, his nose touches the area between my eyebrows. Following the curve of my brow ridge, he slowly moves that annoying strand of hair to the side. I'm going to be honest, if I was MC, I would instantly fall in love with him and I wouldn't be able to turn back. Is it better?
Absolutely, MC. I force myself to nod calmly, trying to ignore the heat rising in my cheeks. I refocus on the conversation above us. And somehow, in the span of a few minutes, their conversation has changed completely.
Please think this over, Maxwell. As long as you're willing to give up Jewel Reef, feel free to name your price.
This would be a great opportunity for you to collaborate with Ever again, don't you think? I'm sure your wife would agree.
Ever. A bit of doubt flashes through my mind when I hear that name. How she can resist? Cause I know, I would totally, the mission would be over. I'd be like, fuck the mission. Judging by their conversation, this isn't the first time Maxwell has been involved with Ever. Is his Protocore smuggling business related to them?
I already told you. I'm never selling the island. Stop asking.
Maxwell, we've been very sincere. Being at each other's throats won't benefit anyone, right?
Are you threatening me?
Oh, no. We wouldn't even consider it.
Oh no, Ever threatening people? The absolute nerve that you would think that.
But your anniversary is coming up. It'd be a shame if something went awry to ruin the event.
Maxwell sounds even more displeased. The three argue for a bit before parting ways on bad terms. I sigh when the sound of footsteps fade away. I reach out to open the hatch door. They got It's true. I mean, it's a great cover. Making out's a great cover. There's a reason it's used often. Are they gone?
Yeah, you can come out now. We'll be able to make it if we hurry.
Rafayel leaps onto the deck first. Then he turns back and pulls me up. Sneaking around on a yacht is more annoying than fighting wanderers.
Really? Your reflexes and skills are remarkable. You might want to consider working as a spy.
Thanks, Rafayel. No thanks. That means always being in a life or death situation. I just want to focus on staying alive. MC, in this latest chapter of Death and Rebirth, you're literally in a life or death situation. I'm just saying, eventually it all ends up the same way. After closing the door, see, Nina even agrees. After closing the door, I'm about to stand up when I notice a figure in the distance. It's Maxwell again. I yank Rafayel down. He stumbles and ends up crouching.
Who's there?
Time to get my acting skills on. Let's see. Rafayel pauses. He quickly realizes what's happening. Reacting faster than me, he cups my cheek.
Why are you crying? Are you feeling unwell? Or did I do something that made you upset?
I'm not crying. I frown, pretending to be angry and aggravated as I look at him.
Yes. But look at your face, cutie pie. Your cheeks are puffed out like a hamster's. Didn't you say the grape mousse at the banquet was delicious? We can order another one later.
Stop using food as a way to make me feel better.
You don't want to eat it?
I do.
I knew it.
The performance successfully makes Maxwell stop in his tracks. He squints to scrutinize the two of us.
Are you...
Maxwell?
But really, though, they aren't. An undercover mission. She is on multiple cards with different allies. She might as well be one considered one. I know, seriously. He's a bias wrecker. The assistant tutor. They do. Rafayel turns his head. Upon seeing Maxwell, he appears surprised. He quickly helps me stand up. I wipe away my imaginary tears, lower my head, and pretend to awkwardly hide behind Rafayel.
Good evening. This is embarrassing to say the least.
Did you have a fight with your girlfriend?
It's just one of those lovers' quarrels, you know. It's not a big deal. I thought we could take a breather.
I see.
He sounds like he doesn't believe us. I can't help but feel nervous. Just then, a guard on patrol quickly approaches us. Puzzled, his gaze flits between us and Maxwell.
Mr. Maxwell, is everything all right?
You're just in time. I have to tell you something. Tighten the security in the vault tonight, and bring in a few more men to protect it. You must keep a close eye on the jewelry, and the deed to Jewel Reef.
Understood.
This is bad. Our plan to sneak into the vault is ruined. I quietly tug at Rafayel's sleeve, signaling that we should leave first.
Well, we'll be on our way. I hope you have a good rest of your night.
Wait.
Is there anything else?
Rafayel pauses. In the blink of an eye, he smiles and turns to Maxwell, who walks up to us.
Stay away from the 4th floor if you want to get your mind off things.
That's very suspicious. Is he warning us? As I quietly run through hundreds of possibilities, Maxwell raises his hand and points upward.
Go to the bar or cafe on the 5th floor. There aren't a lot of people, and the atmosphere is better.
Maxwell... suspicious AF. Just saying. Alright, halfway there. We would have already gotten the jewelry if it weren't for... Oh, hang on. That's in her voice. I gotta re-say that. We would have already gotten the jewelry if it weren't for those 2 island buyers. Missing the opportunity that appeared before us, we return to our room. And even though I'm upset, I have a new suspicion. There must be something ever once on that island. Otherwise, they wouldn't be so focused on it.
Who knows? Maybe they have too much money to spend.
I mean... Rafayel removes his mask and sets it aside. He rubs his wrist.
Before I injured my shoulder, now it's my wrist. It seems like my hands have to get tortured somehow whenever we're together.
It was an emergency. Are you hurt? Let me see. Hi, Dolly.
Of course I am. Look.
I hold up his wrist. Several minutes passed before I find a faint mark from my fingernail. That's okay. I appreciate you stopping by, as always. Oh, it's a serious injury, all right. Rafayel unbuttons his cuffs, loosens his collar, and sinks into the chair. He eases himself into a comfortable position.
Are you still thinking about the jewelry thing?
Yeah, Rafayel, that's kind of why I'm here, is for the jewelry thing. He is baby. We love our big baby Raph, though. Yeah, I won't be able to catch Maxwell if I can't get close to it.
Honestly, I think this guy isn't as suspicious as you make him out to be. He wears his heart on his sleeve, you know. He's wealthy and hopelessly in love.
I doubt it. Since you decided to approach him, he must be more than just rich. A rich, romantic fool.
He's a simple-minded, generous, wealthy guy I want to work with at some point. Is there a problem?
That excuse might fool others, but not me. I think Maxwell is far from innocent. Since this involves the association's secrets, I can't say much. I'm forced to beat around the bush. The Protocore smuggling he's doing isn't a simple business venture.
Is that so?
Okay, I don't know if you guys have heard Silas's most recent Secret Times, the Midnight Feast one. But every time I hear a knock now, all I hear is Silas going, "Who is it?" Why would anyone be looking for us at this time? Did we get noticed? I can't help but be on edge.
Relax. You're practically wearing "I'm not innocent" on your face right now. Even if they have ill intentions, do you really think the two of us can't handle it?
You're right. Rafayel opens the door, but before I can see who it is, he turns around. He's holding a tray. Grape mousse?
Aren't you hungry after working for a whole night?
Absolutely. I'm starving and I could always eat. The lighting on the small terrace outside the room is gentle. With the refreshing sea breeze, we have a nice dining spot. However,
It's okay if you don't want to eat moose, but don't be a meanie to it.
I realize the dessert is a mess because I realize the dessert is a mess because I poked it so many times. I'll eat it. I devour a spoonful of mousse, but it's not long before I'm thinking about the jewelry again. It'll probably be on his wife's hands once the ship docks tomorrow. At that point, approaching it will be almost impossible. Do I have to talk to his wife? I'm not good at lying.
I see you're genuinely hungry.
He scoops the grapes off his dessert and gives them to me.
If you can't come up with anything, stop thinking about it for now. Where there's a will, there's a way. Maybe we'll get our chance once we reach the island. Shouldn't those two Ever people be a bigger problem than Maxwell?
Their obsession with buying the island is a little weird, but you can't blame them. To be young
If you
and not
compare
accuse
Ever to
Ever of
Maxwell,
everything.
then that Protocore smuggling stuff isn't something to be concerned about.
I'm a bit surprised, but I start thinking. Rafayel's intelligence network is complex and full of secrets. If he's saying this, then he probably knows something. You do have a point. I'll keep an eye on them. Too bad I didn't get to see those two. Oh, too bad I didn't get to see those two. We should try to follow them in case.
Okay, it's time to stop using your brain.
Rafayel waves his hand in front of me. His expression becomes stern.
I told you that so your mind can take a break. It wasn't so you could throw yourself into another problem.
Joke's on you, Raph. My life is full of problems and that's all I'm thinking about. But, like a magician, he pulls out something to feed to me. I bite down, and a candy's sweetness floods my mouth.
Right now, you're only allowed to think about one thing, which is replenishing your energy before going to bed.
I love the siren song. Maybe the sweetness makes me drowsy. Hearing the churning sea, I vaguely remember resting my head on a pillow and closing my eyes. Before I realize it, I'm slowly falling asleep. The sound of waves reverberates near my ear and slowly flows into my dark dream. Faint moonlight spills over the pitch black sea, carrying an ethereal chant from afar. I feel like I've been here before. As if sensing my arrival, the singing grows more peculiar and sad, as if it wants to convey something to me. An inexplicable sorrow stirs in my heart and mingles with nostalgia. I can't help but reach out to that elusive melody. Yet the waves surge and the sea roars and swells under the howling wind. It's at that moment the song dissipates. It drowns in the raging torrents. Hi, Mina. Welcome. All right. Jewel Reef Island. We've made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you to Jewel Reef. We are gathered here today to celebrate the wedding anniversary of Mr. Maxwell and Miss Gabriella. We have prepared various means of transportation for your use. You may relax at your lodgings or explore the island. What's most notable about this island is the extraordinary blue hole situated at its center. It's a rare marvel of the world.
The next day at noon, the yacht reaches the island. A middle-aged butler welcomes the guests.
The ceremony will be held at 7 o'clock this evening. Transportation will be arranged to ensure all attendees can make it to the manor's banquet.
The butler guides each guest to the cars individually. With a smile, he turns his attention to us.
Do you need anything, sir?
We're good, thank you. He's feeling a little land sick. Rafayel leans against my arm. He raises an eyebrow and reveals a slightly disgruntled expression.
I have a headache because someone had me appreciating the sea breeze with her late into the night.
It's normal for sea creatures to have allergies on land. I understand.
Maybe you should stop trying to understand.
At that moment, it's as if a delicate string tightens around my heart. A faint tremor ripples through me. I turn around to see several guests and guards escorting a safe. Behind me, they pass by. The jewelry. There's definitely something off about it. Unfortunately, my hunches aren't enough to justify a proper investigation into the jewelry. I still need to figure out how to get an accurate data on the jewelry with my watch. Once I have that, the association can officially start an investigation on Maxwell. Confronting these guards head on isn't impossible, but cleaning up the mess that would come after will be troublesome.
Chill out. Once we're at the banquet, she'll wear the jewelry. You'll have plenty of opportunities to get close to it then.
I can only hope. Wait, do you have telepathy or something? How did you know what I was thinking?
Is it really that hard to guess?
A car appears and stops right in front of us. Rafayel opens the door. He grabs my shoulder and turns me around.
Save the challenges for tonight. We're on an island vacation. Are you really going to spend the whole time frowning? Excuse me, sir. Do you know where we can find the best view on this island? Can you take us there?
Before I can refuse, Rafayel gently pushes me into the car. Didn't you have a headache? Now you're fine? He immediately rests his head on my shoulder.
Nope.
I love his extended sentences. Like, please. The driver proves himself to be very diligent. He takes us to a tranquil place by the sea. Rafayel and I walk on the grassland. One side is an expanse of lush vegetation, and the other side is the azure sea. The underlying anxiety in my heart slowly dissipates, perhaps soothed by the breathtaking scenery.
I heard about this rare blue hole before. We gotta check it out to make this trip worthwhile, don't you think?
You say that, but you're not here just for the view. Did you? You said you needed my help. However, you didn't do anything on the yacht. That means your real goal is related to the island.
Not bad. You want to keep going and guess what I'm aiming for?
I start to think. If there's one thing that Rafayel is particularly interested in, then this place is related to Lemuria. They say time works its magic on everything. Who knows? Maybe this tiny island was once a small garden in Lemuria, thousands or millions of years ago.
I can't say for sure if it was a Lemurian garden, but many, many years ago, this place was part of the ocean.
He crouches down and separates a small cluster of grass to unveil the rugged, rocky surface below.
Look, these are traces left behind by a coral reef.
I crouch down next to him. I look closely, but I can't make out anything.
It's been eroded over the years, so it's not obvious anymore. Once upon a time, in an era beyond anyone's wildest imagination, this place wasn't covered with grass. Coral reefs stretched as far as the eye can see. Shells and countless sea creatures, like fish, shrimps, and crabs, used to call it home. Distant and intriguing, the land was a realm of unfathomable mystery to them. But in the end, their once familiar homeland turned into the strangest of worlds.
His tone is light, tinged with an elusive emotion. His words are carried away by the sea breeze as soon as they leave his lips.
Why are you just standing there? You don't want to keep walking?
Let's do the first one. I don't think MC would want to just look at him or like say that shit. Are you thinking about your homeland?
If I say yes, will you do something to make me feel better?
Of course. I'll give you a head pat. Just like this.
You're not using this as an opportunity to mess up my hair, right?
I would never. We walk along the coast. As afternoon sunlight dims, the sea breeze becomes slightly cooler. With every step we take, the terrain gradually ascends. Out of the corner of my eye, the deck we arrived at earlier has turned into a distant white speck. Looking down, I notice the rocky tidal flat where a small boat is beached on the shore. Yes, I'll do something to make you... Facts, though. Is that supposed to be a decoration?
Judging by its structure, it looks like an antique from a few centuries back, but it's in good condition. The main sail and jib are intact, and the hull looks fine. Once it hits the water, it'll be gliding through the waves.
At the very least, it's more reliable than the boat we took to Hat Island. Rafayel clears his throat and looks away. He pretends to be nonchalant about it. Smiling, I meet his gaze. Speaking of which, don't you think we have quite a strong connection with boats and islands and all of that? The last time we were on an island, we basically got shipwrecked and ran into some wanderers. Who knows what sort of surprises are waiting for us?
I guess there's a lack of faith, huh?
It's only natural, given our past experiences. Take this moment, for example. You said you'll show me the blue hole, but we've only seen flowers, plants, and rocks.
Whoa, easy there, cutie. Look, We've arrived.
Different from the coastline earlier, a deep blue sea appears before me. A massive blue hole is nestled beneath the circular cliff, where the sea seems to have ceased flowing, transforming it into peering down from the edge. I feel like I'm looking straight at the deep sea's soulful eyes.
Watch where you're going. Don't let it lure you in.
Rafayel grabs my arm and pulls me back.
Well, Maxwell picked a decent venue. This is actually the best spot to view the blue hole.
I look into the distance and spot a cluster of mansion-like buildings on the lower land across from us. A few figures can be seen. Waiters are preparing for the banquet. It's beautiful. No wonder Maxwell chose this place for his wedding anniversary.
It's not just beautiful.
He picks up a small stone and throws it in. It lands on the edge of the blue hole before vanishing into the dark blue depths.
The oxygen levels are super low in the blue hole, and light can't even reach it. Barely anything can live there. So, over time, all sorts of rumors about it began to emerge. Some say the blue hole is a gateway to another world. Others believe it hides countless treasures.
People tend to have wild imaginations when it comes to unreachable locations.
But there's not any concrete evidence to debunk these rumors. An unimaginable secret might be hidden in this blue hole.
Rafayel turns his attention to the blue hole. His clothes billow in the wind, and he looks like a bird ready to take to the skies. As if at any moment, he's about to dive straight into the profound, dark blue abyss. An inexplicable tremor reverberates from the depths of my heart. Yet, I'm not sure if Rafayel's words or a distant call from under the sea caused it. We're getting into the good part. Hi, Chicken Nugget. Welcome. Number 8. We're almost there. It's 7 p.m. The ceremony from the wedding anniversary takes place as scheduled in front of the manor near the blue hole. Amidst the guests' applause and cheers, Maxwell presents the jewelry to his beloved wife, Gabriella. Wearing a mask, I hide with Rafayel in the crowd, listening to Maxwell passionately recount how he first met his wife.
The gemstones used in the jewelry are from the place where they fell in love with each other. Talk about being hopelessly lovey-dovey.
There were many rumors about why Maxwell bought it. Turns out he had a romantic reason. But it's also disappointing in a way.
However, this is only part of my gift.
Surreal. Isn't it though, Montoya? Like, it's so... I'm glad so far some of these have landed just perfectly. And I'm so glad this one landed this week.
Gabriella, what I truly want to give you is this island.
As soon as Maxwell finishes speaking, fireworks explode in the night sky and cast a colorful glow upon our surroundings. Under this radiance is the blue hole, as it emits a faint light. The water surface shimmers like a precious gemstone.
They say this blue hole is a rare wonder of the world. Not only is it this island's heart, but it's also the sea's. My wife entrusted me with her precious, pure heart, and so I was given the gift of experiencing the best love in the world. That's why I'd like to offer her the world's most precious, purest heart. This island's official name is Gabriella's Atoll.
The fireworks become increasingly more magnificent and dazzling, accompanied by joyful laughter and applause. Gabriella, who's brimming with happiness, tightly holds her husband's hand. The jewelry she's wearing around her neck is even more brilliant.
Don't ogle so much. Even a mask can't hide how you're eyeing the jewelry.
I'm trying to come up with a conversation starter for when I approach her later.
This is easy. Just say, Gabriella, your love story was so moving. I would be honored to hear more about it.
I don't think that's enough to earn her trust.
Remember, to Maxwell and his wife, you're the girlfriend of Yosef's illegitimate kid. With such a complex background, it's pretty clear that our love story is filled with obstacles. So, it's only natural for you to admire the romance between Maxwell and Gabriella. She might even pity you.
Raphael, did you work as an actor before? How are you able to easily slip into any role? Gabriella is probably 40 years younger than him. It's true. Raphael adjusts my mask. That's slightly askew. He chuckles softly.
Go. If you don't move now, someone else will snatch this opportunity.
I take a deep breath, clutch the hem of my dress, and walk to the center of the crowd where Gabriella is. Over half an hour later...
How was it?
There weren't any energy fluctuations. Away from the lively manor, a large, serene plane rests on the slope near the blue hole. Disappointed, I sit down on the grass. My gaze is fixed on the almost still seawater within the blue hole. My sigh soars into the air, releasing me from the weight of my emotions. Even when I sensed it in every way possible, I scanned it with my watch. The jewelry showed no abnormalities. Never mind. Captain Jenna said that finding the Aether Core would be a long-term struggle. It can't process as smoothly as I hoped. I'll treat this as an island vacation.
I haven't even started comforting you, and you're already coming to terms with it?
I'm sorry, let me be sad again. How are you going to do that? I'm willing to listen to your plan. Raphael props up his chin in his hand. It appears as if he's lost in thought for a moment.
I haven't made up my mind yet, you know. But maybe this will cheer you up?
He takes out something from inside his coat. It's a small bundle of sparklers?
Take one.
Okay. Let's have fun with sparklers. His fingertip glows. Before my very eyes, small fireworks blossom from it. I can't help but laugh. Raphael, I discovered one of your new skills. You always manage to pull something out of unexpectedly from your coat. How many more surprises are you hiding?
Not a lot. These are all I have.
He ignites the remaining sparklers and passes them to me. In my hand, they magically transform into a dazzling bouquet. Oh, it does! Seemingly attuned to the mood, the sea breeze subsides and allows the sparklers to glow until they flicker out. Then it rises with the tide. I think that's what it's called, yeah. Let's go. It's about time we head back.
Shh.
A serious look appears on his face, and he turns away. Taking my hand, he swiftly guides me to a nearby rock.
We have company.
Seeing his weary expression, I hold my breath and write my question on the rock with my finger. Maxwell? He shakes his head. After a minute or two passes, I hear voices that are moving towards us.
We're ready. It won't be long before things get chaotic.
When the time comes, head to Maxwell's private collection room. It's in the southeast corner. Find it while I stay in the manor too.
These voices, they're those people from Ever. Are they scheming something because Maxwell refused to give up the island? On the rock, I write the question, Ever. Rafayel nods.
If only Maxwell sold the island to us. Then we wouldn't have to go through all this trouble.
Weren't you listening to the higher-ups? The stuff that's hidden on this island is very important. It can't end up with the wrong people.
They say the wrong people. I'm pretty sure Ever is the wrong people. I'm just saying.
What is this stuff exactly? Do you want to share your big secret with me?
Who's there?
Rafayel, no! Flames encircle the two. Rafayel approaches them slowly, one step at a time. I grab my firearm. Are you going to explain yourselves? Or would you rather have a thoughtful discussion at the Hunters Association? They clutch their teeth and refuse to speak. And just when I'm about to make another inquiry, I sense a powerful surge of metaflux. Rafayel, a wonder is about to appear. My watch sounds the alarm, which coincides with the violent tremor that shakes the sea. I hurry towards the blue hole, but Rafayel blocks my way.
Before we continue, I need to ask you something. Do you like treasure hunts?
I do. I do, but how is this related to the Wanderer?
Then this adventure won't disappoint you.
Recalling the rumors he mentioned in the afternoon about the treasure in the blue hole, unease washes over me. You're going to look for that treasure?
The wind's getting stronger because of the high tide. It's the perfect time for a treasure hunt. Let's go.
He holds me in his arms and rushes to the shore. The waves intensify and slowly engulf everything I can see. Meanwhile, a terrifying behemoth reveals itself in the center of the blue hole. Time to fight! There we go. Look at those little babies. 15. Level 15.
Ready for this siren song? This teamwork thing is going great.
We're the best.
Ooh,
It's almost
Okay.
over. Don't let it get away.
using stuff.
Did you spot its weakness?
I'll show you.
A dragon.
It's just bluffing. This teamwork thing is going great.
Give me waltzing
We're the
rap.
best. My turn. You okay?
It's nothing.
Back up. Let's see what Trinket has.
Go back to the pit you came from. I need you.
If that's your wish. This teamwork thing is going great.
Here's our chance.
My turn.
Yes, give me 2 dots.
Oh man, you recovered so fast. Keep your distance from it.
I think I'm gonna hold on for a
Go
second.
back to the pit you came from.
This teamwork thing is going great.
We're the best.
You want to use your ultimate on us? Too bad.
Rafayel.
Yeah, I hear you.
This teamwork thing is going great. Trust me on this.
Of course.
Be careful. Does it hurt?
This is nothing.
Stay alert.
Oh man, he got. Ow.
Keep your distance from it. You were too close to it.
Bring it on.
Do you think it's
Stop pulling out of my
We make a
AoE.
great team.
Well done, partner.
Well done, partner. We did it. Not try again. Let's go back to the vertical. Alright, a few more guys. I think we're getting into cutscene territory also. Look at this background. Hiya. The proto field disappeared. In the depths of the dark blue sea, light sporadically flashes. Struggling to keep my eyes open, I can't find my way. I think we'll fall straight into the blue hole. I'll swim towards the light and see where it leads.
Don't swim. Stop. Now turn your head.
I do as he says. However, trying to turn while underwater is surprisingly difficult. A familiar warmth suddenly cradles the back of my head. Strands of hair gracefully drift into my view, and they're followed by a gentle kiss.
Try it.
Okay, but this is cool. Like, with the... Yeah, okay. Try what? My steady breathing is accompanied by the faint fragrance of fresh sea salt. It permeates my entire being. I'm taken aback. I can breathe. I'm not even choking on water.
Do you also want to see if your tears can turn into pearls?
Rafayel carefully runs his fingers along the area around my eyes. He instantly conjures up a thumb-size flammula, like a magician pulling a rabbit out of his hat.
The tide is rising. Come on, let's find my treasure.
The little fish affectionately rubs its belly against Rafayel's fingertip. With a flick of its tail, it swims towards the depths of the blue hole, as if it were guiding us. I love Rafayel's little fishy. Is there really a hidden Lemurian treasure at the bottom?
Only the undercurrent beneath the high tide and the tiniest fish know its location.
I playfully poke the flammula. Flammula? That sounds more correct. Swimming next to me. Unafraid, it swims closer and nuzzles my cheek. Why is the flammula sillier than the one outside? It doesn't even have a sense of caution.
It's not the fish's fault. It only dares to come close because you have a familiar scent.
Are you talking about when you kissed me?
Obviously, it's not just because of that.
You're right, it's not just because of that. I'm excited to see the flammula in the new one if it's around, because I know that it's existent in his other myth, his God of Tide myth, but I'd like to see the Flamula and Sea God Raph's myth. As we head deeper into the blue hole, the undercurrents become more and more intricate. The light has disappeared. In Rafayel's palm, a small flame materializes. It casts a gentle glow while fish playfully swim around it.
We're close to the entrance.
A force surges through the water. My heartbeat quickens, and as soon as I find myself tightly gripping Raph's hand,
Are you scared?
I shake my head. I try to peer into the depths of the darkness with the help of Raph's firelight. However, I can't find the source of the mysterious force. Good news, our target is probably in the same place.
And the bad news?
My diving knowledge is limited. The deeper we go, the stronger the undercurrent gets. How deep do we need to be?
After we follow the surging tide and pass through a crevice, we'll reach a hidden fjord. The undercurrent in the crevice will be even more chaotic. Make sure to hold on to me tightly when the time comes.
Suddenly, the undercurrent becomes stronger. It propels me forward wildly. When we come to a stop, we find ourselves in a deeper part of the sea. In serene darkness, a gentle light emanates below. It grows brighter only to dim. It's reminiscent of an aging heart's unhurried rhythm.
This is the island's cornerstone. It once bore the weight of Lemuria's past and future.
We slowly descend to the source of the light. Eventually, soft yet firm ground touches my feet. The Flamula approaches Rafayel's flame. It vanishes at his feet, and the fire disappears. The faint light fades, only to flare up again. Oh, look at that face.
It's part of Lemuria's long-lost Tome of the Sea God.
First mention of Tome of the Sea God. Under a tender radiance, the crimson seaweed on the seabed comes to life. They resemble a field of fire. So, I decided to do 10 pull of free pulls they gave us through the mail and the mid-banner, and I got one of the cards. It's not, yay, that's, congratulations, that's so awesome, Chicken Nugget. That's actually really good luck, too. I'm doing good, Oakley, thank you. We stand on a massive, thick stone slab. The engravings on its surface are the light source. Those glowing marks look like symbols. Legend has it that the Tome of the Sea God contains prophecies of Lemuria's future.
But this part speaks of oblivion, not the future.
Are you referring to how the world forgot about Lemuria's history?
It's not just that. There's also power. Those who borrowed power from the sea, but traded in the end. They mistook the sea's tolerance for submission and forgot about its cruelty. But I remember, and I will reclaim this forgotten power.
Ooh, I have goosebumps. Looks like that's where I come in, huh? What do you need me to do? Rafayel takes my hand and he materializes a dagger.
Only those who have a bond with the sea god can awaken the tome.
Oh my gosh.
I need you to bear with me for a moment.
The dagger grazes my fingertip. A drop of my blood is quickly sealed in a tiny bubble that falls onto the vibrant red seaweed. The distant roar of a tsunami echoes in my mind, accompanied by immense glowing symbols swirling and materializing. They pierce my body, and ascend. Fragmented images that are bathed in a golden glow, and a childlike voice breaks through the haze. They flood my mind.
You awakened me.
Whose memories is this?
Hey, are you listening?
I'm not stranded. It's the waves. They're just too strong. Where I come from, if you say you like someone's scales, that means you like them. You humans are bold. We've only known each other for a day, and you're already thinking about our next meeting. Remember, we'll see each other again at this spot next year. This bond means you'll definitely come back to me. I'll always wait for you.
No, Raph. Then I too. The waves, excuse me. The waves sweep away those fragmented memories. A cold breeze, tinged with the scent of seaweed, caresses my face, and I struggle to open my eyes. Rafayel. Golden symbols pulsate with immense power. They surge into Rafayel's body. With his eyes tightly shut and his face pale, he collapses into my arms. Rafayel! The flamula swims past me, its tail leaving behind a trail of bubbles. My gaze follows it to the crevice found on the fjord's cliffs. As a shield of golden light blocks the turbulent seaweed around us, I tightly hold onto Rafayel and swim towards the crevice. That's so good, especially knowing everything now. It hits so much different. We're getting close to Sea God Raph. We leave the blue hole via a narrow gap in the seabed. When we resurface, we find ourselves in the ocean. There's a small island in the distance. A nearby ship gently rocking with the waves. It looks as if it's been waiting for a long time. Boarding the ship's hold, I look at its old mast and sails. I know this is the same ship that ran aground on the island. Rafayel, are you okay?
Yeah.
After the Tome of Sea got activated, what happened exactly? I remember something, and when I returned to you, you were already... Rafayel leans against the deck and sits. With his elbow bent, he props himself up.
I said I'll give you an answer. Give me like a minute to...
What's wrong? Did you get hurt?
No. This couldn't be considered gentle. It's getting... Stay back.
What's going on?
follower, or just a lowly sacrifice?
You don't recognize me anymore.
Death, when the storm surges from the deep sea.
Rafayel, snap
The
out of
sea
it.
god awakens. I have no need for traitors.
Ugh, such a good shot. With the authorities granted on me of the Ocean's Covenant, I order you to snap out of it.
You.
Do you know who I am? Rafayel?
Of course.
Struggling, I sit up and lean back against the cabin wall. I give Rafayel a once-over. There aren't any skills or weird things. This is the Rafayel I know.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Look.
He holds his hand out to me. The fragment in his hand emits a shining light that tugs at my heartstrings. An Aether Core fragment.
I think it was embedded in the tome. I was drawn to its power. It seems like we both received a gift from the tome of the sea god. But there's always a price to pay for something like that.
The waves lap gently against the hull and occasionally splash us. I wipe the seawater off my face and look at the murky ocean. This price you have to pay. What is it? Do you need to be sacrificed, or the sea god?
The dead deep sea and the sea god's power have been awakened. And since I accepted its power, I must answer its call. Even if certain futures have a predetermined end, I can't refuse.
The ocean pushes the old ship. Exhausted, Rafayel rests in my arms and closes his eyes. I look down at him. My heavy heart is drenched, as if the wind and rain worked tirelessly to drown it. Does that apply to your future as well? The sails rustle, and we're carried deeper into the darkness. The boundless ocean is extraordinarily quiet tonight. Oh, it's so good, you guys! It's so good. Chicken Nugget, aren't you a Rafayel girly? Are you gonna get both of them? Are you gonna try to get both of them? Last one. After returning from Jewel Reef, I submit the unknown Protocore fragment to the Association. While waiting for the analysis results, I receive an unexpected call from a special operations team about a new discovery. Caleb and Zane. Oh. I think I had that on my list. I started making a list of everybody's favorites. That's right. You had pulled for fun and it was really a surprise. I mean, at least you get the story then. And it was with the free pulls, so you didn't waste any diamonds. I sent a package?
Yes, you're the sender, and the mailing address says Jewel Reef. Inside it was a small device that was soaked in seawater.
Caleb was not kind to you on his birthday. He was not kind to me either. The photo I get reveals a drenched, palm-sized metallic disc.
After analyzing the trace elements in the seawater it contained, we saw that they were a perfect match with the ones found in Jewel Reef's blue hole.
This was my first ever myth. Took all 150 pulls, but the myth is what I was saving my diamonds for. Generally, the myths take all the 150 pulls. That's what I found out. There's only one myth so far that I haven't had to do the 150 pulls, but everything else I've had to do the 150 pulls. That's true. His myth seems interesting. It is, yes, it does seem interesting. You got Caleb's birthday card? Yes! That's amazing, Oakley. That is so lucky.
And upon further examination, we noticed there was a radio frequency chip capable of attuning to metaflux fluctuations.
It can forcefully induce energy fluctuations. I have a feeling the incident from that day wasn't a coincidence.
The technology behind this is highly intricate, and currently, only ever, the leading authority in Protocore energy technology has managed to achieve it.
That's weird. Ever again. You don't like Caleb. I have 2 or 3 cards from him. I mean, it's if it's with the free pulls, technically it's a free 5-star. That's what I say.
However, it still has some limitations. For example, it can't be remotely activated, so...
The person who activated it must be at the banquet. While I can acquire the guest list through the association's intelligence network, I still choose to visit Whitesand Bay. He's the only one who could send this item that was salvaged from the sea. He even used my name when handing it over to the association. 2 cards from Silas, and then I have all I... Yay, you're so close! Hopefully Silas should be getting a card soon. His myth, Oakley, you'll want to save up because his myth is coming up. We should be arriving soon also, his myth rerun. For the entire morning, dark clouds cover the sky. Heavy and gray, they almost touch the waves' crests as I look at them from the large window. This is another one of my favorite Raph outfits. The sound of a pencil against paper faintly resounds. The house's owner treats the news as nothing more than background noise.
Many guests have gone missing from the island. Their current whereabouts remain unknown. The venue of the banquet, Jewel Reef, has been sealed off. There will be a further investigation into the...
The news report doesn't have any notable details. I walk over to Rafayel and lean down to look at his sketch. The intricate lines outline fish and clusters of coral. The shadow lurking in the cave's depths appears to be harboring secrets. I stare at the shadow, as if compelled by an unseen force. I murmur to myself. They're in the blue hole.
It's possible.
I'm saving for my sweet little Silas, so I don't have to send anything. With all the free pulls you can get. I mean, you might as well use the free pulls, because otherwise they just turn into Imperium wishes. My words don't form a coherent sentence, yet Rafayel understands and responds with a nonchalant chuckle.
Getting lost in the allure of treasure they yearned for half their lives. It might be a sweet dream for them.
You know who those missing people are?
You also saw them.
Meeting his gaze, I'm silent for a moment. They're from Ever. There's no doubt that they created the device to lure the Wanderers, but I don't have the chance to question the motives of those people who were involved.
Compared to those who willingly entered the blue hole, aren't you here for something more important?
Of course. That package.
Yeah, I figured as much. Maybe it can bring you closer to the truth you're seeking. As for the other thing, if you want to talk about that forgotten promise, you don't need to bring it up now. The weather's so bad today, and I'm not in the mood for a tragedy, you know. Why don't we talk about something cheerful instead?
Okay. Though the details of my encounter with Rafayel remain hazy, I managed to retrieve a few fragmented, vague memories. During that year, I fell into a deep sleep for 3 or 4 days due to a high fever. When I woke up, I lost a lot of memories, and my meeting with Rafayel happened to occur before I got sick. Rafayel sighs and puts down his paintbrush.
You don't think I'm avoiding this topic because I'm trying to run away from it, right? You want to say you forgot a lot of things from your childhood because of reasons, but you're worried it'll come off as you not wanting to take responsibility.
Are you sure you don't have telepathy? Did you actually go to the beach to wait for me?
Are you asking about the year after that, or every year after that?
I'm gonna cry. Observing my expression, Rafayel appears somewhat resigned. Then, he suddenly pokes my forehead. Oakley, his attitude drove me crazy at first, but Rafayel is probably close to his... He ends up being... I really love Rafayel, actually. He's like with the rest of the guys now.
You don't need to feel bad about it. I'm not dumb enough to actually wait for you every year, you know. But I did think about how to settle the score with you.
Rafayel stands up and gently pushes me into a chair. He places my hand on his chest in a half-joking, half-serious manner.
The power within the Tome of the Sea God will protect everything that belongs to the sea. This includes our bond. If you can't let it go, why not just order me now not to hold a grudge over what happened back then?
I just got really sad. Looking into his eyes, I realize he's sincerely asking me to do it. While I don't fully understand it yet, I'm pretty sure our bond shouldn't be used like that. You said that I would definitely come back to you, and you'd always wait for me.
Does our promise still mean something to you then?
According to the weather forecast, there will be a storm today. Everyone's been advised not to leave home unless it's absolutely necessary.
But you came here.
Because I know you're waiting for me. Rafayel breaks into a smile and takes my hand in his palm. It crushed me when he asked that. I chose the first option too. I couldn't choose the second one! That would make me so sad! The heavy downpour descends, carrying with it a majestic force that seeks to wash away all remnants of the past. The surging waves crash against the shore. Sea spray soars as if there's a fierce battle between the sky and the ocean. But in the end, rainwater and seawater will find their way back to each other. That's actually really romantic. They will return to how they were before they parted. We did it, guys! I got through it! Oh my gosh. Oh, Rafayel's is probably on the top list of being sad.